I'm Grace. So let's get started. I'm a recipe blogger, family taught home chef. Cheers.
Cheers.
iPhone only photographer and proud New Englander. I'm going to show you how to make the perfect puffed popovers without any special equipment. These popovers are the cutest little things ever. You're just gonna love them. They're perfect for slathering with some sweet jam, some butter. You can even do little savory rolls and stuff them with meat. Anything really works. They're so good. So traditionally you would use a popover pan, and you can use your popover pan if you have one. Say that fast a few times. Popover pan, popover. But you could also use just a regular muffin pan. They won't be quite as high. They won't puff quite as much, but you'll still get a really nice puff on your popovers. So first step is to take your muffin pan and grease it really well. You want to grease not only the insides of your muffin pan, but you want to grease the outside too. So kind of all around. What I like to do is just put a little bit of oil everywhere, and then just take a paper towel and use the paper towel to spread the oil everywhere. On the top, on the bottom, the whole darn thing. The worst thing ever would be if your popovers stick and then you just deflate the air inside, so make sure it's really nice and greased. And the next step is to take your popover pan to the oven, and we're gonna preheat our oven. Very important. Hello. We need to preheat our oven before we even start making our popovers. Very important that our oven is at temperature. So I'm gonna preheat to 425 degrees. Then open your oven, and you want to make sure that the rack that the popovers will go on is on the bottom. You're going to put your popovers on the bottom of the oven, and then you also might want to put that second rack close to the top in case your popovers start getting too toasty. You can lay a piece of foil over the top to protect them from burning. So you want to rearrange bottom rack, very top rack. Put your pan in the oven and let your pan preheat while your oven is preheating. Our oven is preheated, so it's time to get making those popovers. So starting off with eggs. Popovers are made with lots of eggs. That is the key ingredient. Pop 3 eggs in a big bowl. And then I have some whole milk. And I just microwave the whole milk for about 30 seconds just to make it not so freezing cold. I'm gonna add that in. And then just a pinch of salt. And then you can either do this with a stand mixer or you can use a hand mixer. I'm gonna use the hand mixer with a whisk attachment. And I'm gonna turn this on medium and let this go until it's just uniform, about like 20 seconds or so. How do I turn it off? Okay, turn that guy off. And now it's time to add our flour. All that flour in there. And we're gonna turn it on low, and we're gonna mix until it's, again, uniform and smooth. And the last step is we're going to add our butter. We have some melted butter, and we're just going to mix it until it's nice and frothy this time. So I'm gonna do probably over medium speed. Let's froth this guy up. We have the froth. Look at those beautiful bubbles. Fabulous. That means time to get our hot pan out of the oven, and we're gonna pour our batter right into the pan. And pour your batter evenly in the pan until all the cups are used up. Time to take it to the oven and get this thing cooking. Bottom rack. So we just put our popovers in the oven. You want to set a timer for 20 minutes. At 20 minutes, You want to turn down your temperature to 350 without opening the oven. Just leave it be and let it go for another 10 to 15 minutes until it's nice and golden brown and puffy. I'm turning my temp down to 350 now for another 10 to 15 minutes, and you can kind of see inside the oven that they're looking nice and golden brown. The only time you want to open the oven is if they're looking like ready to go. They're looking nice and golden brown, but you still need to cook them a little bit longer, and then you can put a piece of foil on that top rack. Mine will probably need that, so we'll see. They're getting a little toasty on the top, so the best way to make sure they don't get any more toasty is to just quickly put a piece of foil right on that top rack and shut the oven again and let them go. Popover time. Look at these cuties. Boop, boop. Can't wait. So hot. Guys. How's that distinct popover taste? That little like egginess. It's airy. It's light. You honestly don't even need butter, jam, anything in it. Check this out on tastefullygrace.com. You won't regret it.
Action.
Hello. So we need to preheat.
Oh yeah, do that again.
Hello.